Hi, welcome to Cell Biology Fall Semester. This is Dr. Johansson. You will find this video right here on the welcome. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the class. I can't see where I'm recording, so if I'm looking funny, that's me. Anyways, I want to tell you a little bit about how the class works. The video below here is showing you how to navigate Canvas. It's an old video, but you'll kind of see it as we go through this video too. So homepage is where I'll post weekly updates, chapter summaries, maybe things to know. So having this as your default would be ideal. If you don't see that sideline, it's here under these three bars. The course is set up in modules. So here's all your first bit of information. Here's some stuff you need to do. Always read through everything in each module. Really important information. You'll get to week 1 and talks about chapter objectives, and there's some videos to watch, and I always post PowerPoints that go along with any videos I record. And just check back at modules. Sometimes I'll add a video, but I will send you an announcement. So, probably because I haven't sent any announcements, but here there should be an announcement link. So let me just tell you a little bit about how this class works. It is an online class, though I am here this fall teaching general biology, so I do have office hours. You can see those on the syllabus. Totally happy for you to come in and chat about cell biology in office hours. Or if you need to talk to me and those times don't work, send me an email and we can hopefully make a mutually agreeable time to get together. You will see, I guess if I go back down, oh no, I know where I want to go. Lecture schedule. So we go through about a chapter a week. The chapters are intense. This cell biology class is what I call like GB1 on steroids. You're going to learn lots and lots of details about what is happening inside the cell. So the way I have it structured is you'll have the topic for that week, that chapter, due dates. Every week you'll have a quiz. Next week you have 2 quizzes. So chapters 1 through 4 should be review. If you are struggling with chapters 1 through 4, you're going to struggle in this class. This is a review from general biology. So make sure you're up on this basic information. The quizzes are multiple choice, short answer. I'll give you a hint. I love compare and contrast. Answering compare and contrast are not just defining a term. So if I have you compare and contrast actin and tubulin, I don't want the definition of what tubulin is and the definition of what actin is. I want you to actually tell me tubulin and actin are like similar and explain it, and they are different and explain it. And what I've given you here is short answer questions, a guide to success. I really encourage you to read through this, look at the examples. This is based on other students' answers that didn't quite get full credit. So I have a very specific way I want compare and contrast answered, so take a look at that page. The quizzes, the multiple choice, and the choose all that apply are a lot of fact-based. Okay, so the quizzes are there to help you get down a lot of the facts and the vocab and more basic information. The short answer is to help you start to explain the concepts, and then the homework is trying to bring this information together, the details together into cell biology concepts. Okay, so for every, let's go back to this. For every unit, in addition to the chapter quizzes, you'll have a unit exam. So some weeks, yes, you have a unit exam and a chapter quiz. The unit exams will be about a third multiple choice that's similar to the quizzes, so detailed questions, making sure you know your stuff. And then 2/3 of the multiple choice will be more concept-based. And so you really want to make sure you pay attention to the homework. I always post answer keys to the homework. I try to turn around and grade them quickly, but if they're not graded before the upcoming unit exam, you can always look through the answer key and see if you're on the right track answering those concepts. So about 2/3 of the questions on a unit exam are going to be more concept-based, so they're going to push you to think versus just actin does this or intermediate filaments. I don't know why cytoskeleton's on my brain today, but that's where my examples are coming from. I wrote myself some notes, so I'm just trying to make sure. The other thing I want you to learn in this class is the technique. So how do we study cell biology? Okay, so you'll see as we go through here, there's techniques such as microscopy, immunofluorescence, centrifugation, SDS page, fluorescent fusion proteins. So you will be asked to be able to apply, when would you use this technique, or given a scenario, which technique would be the best. So pay attention to those as well. Because there's a lot of details, because this is an online class, I don't have a problem. Actually, I encourage you to make cheat sheets, okay? There's a lot of vocabulary. Like I said, when we get into the cytoskeleton, there's lots of different proteins involved. Or when we talk about cell communication, there's different kinds of proteins that are for tight junctions versus gap junctions. So feel free to make yourself little charts and cheat sheets and use those. It's hard to learn all of these details, but I am writing quizzes based on the assumption that you've got a little something next to you. Now, you still need to study. You're not going to have time to go look things up in the book, but those terms that you may need definitions with or you may need organized, totally have those in front of you. You will see that I've written in the syllabus that Canvas can detect during a quiz if you open up other tabs and Google things. This is what I've been told. I don't know, but you know what? You're not going to have time to do it anyways. So don't try to rely on, hey, I'm just going to look up everything as the quiz happens, because they are timed and they have a tight timeline so that you are actually showing me what you're learning and understanding and not just what you can look up. So pretty much you read the textbook, you go through, you go through chapter objectives. Okay, so here is what I want you to understand from each chapter. Here's links to videos. This is your study guide for each chapter. And let's see if I have this up here. I haven't made videos for chapters 1 through 4, though I may post some because I'm going to make some for general biology. Most other chapters I have lecture videos that cover at least part of the chapter, and I will look at making more this semester. Like I said, I'm just making sure. Email me, guys, if you have questions. It's online is weird because I don't get to see you and I don't get to have you in class, and as I'm explaining things, people ask questions, and then, you know, everybody gets a better understanding, so it's very strange to talk to my computer. Oh, the thing I wanted to show you is the tasks that you need to do before you can open up the first module, if I set it up right, is you need to take a practice quiz. This is not for credit. It's based on the syllabus, and I want you to understand, remind yourself about plagiarism. Unfortunately, in this class, I have had lots of issues with people copying answers for homework. I have a 2-strike rule. First time you're caught with plagiarism, you get a 0 on that assignment. Second time, you fail the course. Okay? Don't do it. You're a college student. Many of you are talking about going on to graduate degrees and working. You need to show ethics. There's nothing that you have to look up and copy down for any of my homework or short answer. I want to hear how you're understanding it. Okay? It's not, it doesn't have to be written elegantly and beautiful. You'll see I'm not a great writer. But I try to communicate, try to get things across clearly, and that's your objective as well. When you click on your grades, especially for like this practice quiz, when I've taken a look at it, I give you a score of 0. You need to practice submitting an assignment with an image, and there's a detail information in this assignment I'll show you in a minute. And what I want you to make sure you see is some kind of flag over here. So all of your homework goes through Turnitin, which is a plagiarism detector, which is why I know, unfortunately, I've had a lot of plagiarism issues. And you can click on this nice red button, and it will say, do you agree? And you say yes, and then it tells you what is being plagiarized in your paper. Okay. So the reason I have you copy down this paragraph is, see, it highlights it, and it says, okay, you plagiarized that, which you know, but I want you to be sure that you understand what Turnitin is doing. So if you get something like that, you can absolutely go and change it for your homework. You don't need to change it for this assignment, right? Fix it, put it into your own words. If you're looking up something and you're copying it kind of down but changing just a few words, you're going to get caught for plagiarism. Okay? I highly suggest when you go to answer homework, maybe you look some stuff up in the book if you need to, or whatever, you write yourself some notes, and then you put it away and you type it out. Okay? If you're looking and typing, you're going to end up plagiarizing. We don't use quotes, even if you give me references. If Turnitin detects a bunch of words in the similar order as some outside resource, you're going to be in trouble for plagiarism, and you don't want that. You can click on any of these and it will take you to those links. The other thing you want to make sure you do is introduce yourself, right? Oh, so I haven't done that as a student, but I have done that in discussions. So you can see right here, it tells you what you need to do, and if you get this done by midnight September 4th, you get 2% added onto your final grade, which means if you have an 88, you're bumped up to a 90. This is the only extra credit that will be offered this semester. Okay, I want to get to know you. You want to get to know your classmates. A whole bunch of people have already posted. And my mother is calling me. I tell you what, 48, and I still have my mom calling me at work. Sorry, it distracted me. So make sure you get that done. I think that's all I want to talk about right now, but like I said, in this grades section, you can click on anything. Oh, maybe I haven't opened up the quiz. And it should give you the instructions, like, maybe I go this way. This quiz is locked, until August 24th. So, but it would say up here, you're gonna have 10 multiple choice and 3 choose all and 1 short answer, and it tells you the time limit. So you can always look at this before you hit begin on those quizzes. Okay, I've talked your ear off. Please, please, please let me know if you have questions. Welcome to Cell Biology. I hope you enjoyed this class, and let me know how I can help you. All right.